Hello kittens, Silver here, and today we are going to be doing a very exciting unboxing for a company that is quite new to me. I just recently discovered them via Instagram. When you're a plush collector like me, you get a lot of targeted ads for different plush companies, and this one for some reason just was really magnetizing. I thought it was a really unique concept. And I have been just sort of browsing their online store for weeks on end, just obsessively. So I knew that it was only a matter of time before I ended up bringing up at least one of these home. But as it happens, there are going to be two in here, and I'm really excited to reveal them to you. These are very, very different from the types of plush that I usually collect, but it's nice to spice things up and kind of just keep things interesting. So I'm going to open up this bag right now, and first let's just kind of appreciate this artwork. So obviously we can see right here the company is called Plushie Dreadfuls. They're kind of more of like a creepy cute aesthetic for the most part. There are some that are just outright cute, but let's get this opened and I will show you who our new arrivals are. Okay, so one of the really neat things about these plush is that they all come with their own individualized tote bag with artwork of the rabbit that you bought. And it looks like I got another little extra here too, which is so cool. We've got a little pen with the company name on it. So, oh look, we even got the logo too with the little diabolical rabbit. So let's try to open this up if we can. I'm gonna probably need some scissors to do that. So let me just do that 1 second. Oh my goodness, look at this. I got an Ouchie rabbit pen. That is so adorable. This is also one of their bunnies that they have in plush form. Actually, a lot of their plush are geared towards people who have different medical conditions, whether it's physical or psychological, and there's also pride plushies, plushies for people of all different kind of identities, people who are neurodivergent. So it's a very, very varied selection of plush. And they're very representative of people that I think don't always get as much representation as they deserve. So I think that's a really cool thing. But I absolutely adore this pen, and I'm going to use it for every single thing that I handwrite. This is so adorable. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is just the tip of the iceberg right now. We still have two plush to unbox, and it looks like the first one is probably the one that I'm going to save for last, because that was the one that really just clinched it for me when I was deciding on whether or not I should put an order through. So yeah, because I'm kind of seeing the tote bag, and I do remember seeing the picture of it online, and I'm pretty sure that that's her. So I'm just gonna probably pause 1 more second since they're pretty tight in the bag and I don't want to struggle in front of you guys. So hold on a second. And here we are, two buns ready to be unwrapped. So I'm going to do this one first, I think, even though, like I said, this one was the one that just completely imprinted on my heart in a way that very few plushies have at first sight like that. So let's do this one first. And here's a little preview. So this is actually going to be an Aquarius bunny, because one of the collections that Plushie Dreadfuls has is a zodiac collection with every single sign of the zodiac. I personally know absolutely nothing about astrology. All I could really tell you is what sign I am, which is Aquarius. That's about the extent of what I know. But I am very much interested in anything that has to do with the cosmos. I think we all kind of have a sort of a fascination with outer space and celestial things. I mean, that's just been my experience anyway, just from talking with people. So that's justification enough to get this bunny, I think. So here we go. This is the tote bag. And it also comes with a sticker too, which I absolutely love. And I'm actually thinking about trying to cast this in resin and maybe make like a coaster out of it or something. But just look how gorgeous that is. That is the Aquarius bunny right there, who we will soon see. And she's holding her little water urn, which is the symbol for Aquarius, I believe. I'm probably gonna have to do a little bit more reading on this. I really should have come prepared for this, but we're just going with the flow over here. Okay, so let me just stop dragging out the suspense and finally take a look at this bunny. But first, let us take a look at the tote bag here, which is that same image you saw on the sticker. So gorgeous. I love the design of the Aquarius bunny. There's a couple of the zodiac ones that definitely attracted my notice, but I think the Aquarius might have been my favorite, which is perfect considering that's my star sign apparently. So let's take a look. And this is a really nice size tote bag too. I can absolutely see myself taking this out and about with me. This is so cool. I'll probably bring my bunnies with me because I kind of look for a discreet way to bring my stuffed animals out sometimes. So this would be a nice way to do that and, you know, kind of give her her own special mode of transport that kind of still announces her presence in a way without me outright holding her in public places. So, although I really shouldn't even be bothered by that at this point because there is no shame in loving stuffed animals no matter what age you are, and we should display them proudly. So, anyways, enough rambling. Let me just get onto my bunny. And oh my gosh, one of the reasons that I did get a second bunny in addition to the first one, not only because it helped me to qualify for free shipping, but because I heard that they were so soft. And the original one is going to be a different fur from what they typically use, from what I understand. So I really wanted to see what the usual fur was like on these plushies, since I've heard such great things about them. So let's take a look here. I might actually just kind of shimmy her out like that. Oh my gosh, here we go. Here is Aquarius Bun, and I absolutely love the accessories that come on this one. She almost looks like a little superhero or a gladiator with these sort of laced up armbands and leg bands that you see here. And the color is just so beautiful and vibrant. Oh my goodness, it's this beautiful sort of like a sky blue, and the accessories are just everything with this plush. I did mention the armbands and the leg bands. We have a little bit of a little string here. I'll just have to take a little scissor to get rid of those. But she also has these wavy lines here, which is also the Aquarius symbol. I do know that much about Aquarius. And then here she is. Oh my goodness. She is so pretty. I just love these little eyelids that they did for her. It kind of gives her like a little bit of a sassiness, I feel. And she even has little sparkles in her eyes. Oh my goodness. And look at this beautiful rhinestone that they put on her little headband here. Oh my gosh. And she's got these little markings here, kind of like sort of like an anime type style. That's kind of what this signifies to me. Cute little nose and mouth. Oh my goodness. And she even has her own little backpack here, which you can see crisscrossed right here on the front, and then in the back is that little water urn with a cute little stitched smiling heart on it. Beautiful vibrant purple and yellow colors that also kind of coordinate with the leg bands and the armbands here. You got that pink and yellow with the purple laces, and the insides of her ears have this nice wavy pattern in an alternating blue and yellow. So gorgeous. Oh my goodness. And she's like just like the perfect amount of filling, I feel like. Like she's definitely squishy, but she's not like mushy in the middle, if that makes sense. And her legs do flop too. Actually, it's funny, one of her legs does look a little bit shorter than the other, I just noticed, but that's okay. That gives her a little bit of a extra character. Look at how this little rhinestone sparkles though. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's take a look at her tag here. So I love this company logo. That is so neat. So it says, "Thank you for adopting a Plushie Dreadful. Plushie Dreadfuls are hand-sewn and variations in design and construction are normal." Then you have the questions or comments, the email, and then it says, "Caution, our plush designs are not tested for use by children. Parental discretion is advised." And there is the company website. So I think that these guys are probably about maybe, I want to say 11 to 12 inches from bottom to top. But then if you include the ears, look at these long ears. Oh my goodness. This is like probably more than the length of her entire head and body standing up. Speaking of standing up, let's see if she actually, I don't think no, her legs are definitely much too floppy to stand upright on their own. But I absolutely love that. That little extra bit of flop is always so nice. Oh my goodness, she is so adorable. Such a pretty bunny. Okay, so that was my first one. Now we have to move on to bunny 2. This was the one, like I said, like when I saw the picture of this bunny, I felt like I was looking at a mirror image of my inner self. So I'm really excited to see her. So let me just unzip the bag here. And here we go. Whoop! And let's take a look at her tote bag. So this is going to be the Fawn Response bun. There she is. Oh my gosh, look at her. She's even in her artwork, she's just the most precious thing imaginable. So let's take a look at her and see what the fur is going to be like. Oh, you know, she actually does feel quite nice. I was wondering if it was going to be like a rougher texture, but it's definitely feeling really good to me. So I'm glad that that some of the feedback was not really, I think, what it should have been, because this is a really nice feel to this fur. And I love the spotting, just like a real deer. Look at that. She looks like more deer than bunny to me, I think. Oh my gosh, look at this face. Oh my gosh. If that doesn't just make your heart melt into a puddle, I don't know what will. One of the really cool things about this plush is that she has magnets in her paws, which is why she's kind of clutching her face that way. Or you can have her little paws slash hooves touch one another. Like, let me see. Well, actually, I'm having a hard time doing it one-handed, but it makes it look like she's almost kind of like wringing her hands. It's just the most adorable thing. So I actually only just recently became aware of the term Fawn Response. I actually didn't even hear about it until I discovered this company. I knew about the flight or fight response, but there's also a freeze response, which I do think I was familiar with, but I had not heard of the Fawn Response. And let me see if it says on her tag here what exactly that is. Oops, I think there's a little informational bit here. So it says, yeah, eager to please expression, eggshell symbol for walking on eggshells, defensive hands, and hearts for codependency and lack of boundaries. So I can fully identify with so much of that, especially as somebody who kind of tends to keep my emotions to myself or kind of prioritizes other people's feelings over my own. So there was just something about her that just really, really resonated with me. So let me just show you her little tummy symbol right here. So that is the eggshell symbol. Oh my gosh, she is so sweet. Look at her little horns here too. Oh my goodness, everything is so, so soft on her. Oh my gosh, the hooves are just like this beautiful velvety texture. Her tummy is super soft. Her fur here is definitely a more realistic fur, but still soft. Do not let that deter you whatsoever. She is just the most precious thing. Oh my gosh. I am so, so happy to have gotten my first exposure to this company. I'm definitely running a little over time. I'm almost out of battery life now, so I'm going to have to cut this video a little bit shorter than I wanted to, but I really, really hope you guys enjoyed seeing my new Plushie Dreadfuls. And thank you so much as always for watching. I will be back again soon with some more plush goodness for you, and I'm sure that there will probably be more Plushie Dreadfuls in my future. Bye, everybody.